The person of Bisaya meeting say only upon your poor. Baby me shabes me.
What? What's your basement? Wow.
Davy.
But the baby aja na hoye.
We are video and
Ice for so more. Only omuni asembia.
Oh Davy.
And then any casadin na Ghana food you.
Indeed. Say na adiene ete.
Happy FM.
Adiene the ejuman omobo.
Mm-hmm.
If you find yourself in the midst of the illegal criminal aliens na wasem. Who assemble
Dabio say enti o de my emubu mu kakra say de be ya Ghana fo bia betumi ate ase. Look, so omuka eye illegal aliens no a omo pa kire sen.
They have their own words to describe it. Certain immigrants anyway. No kind immigrants, almost say alien. Whether you are a legal alien or illegal alien. Alien here be our to on ye chrome nipa. Bet now or on so ye more the people shano or boa a mine economy. So irrespective of your status, you can either be a illegal alien or legal alien. Until that is the word that we use to describe it, legal or illegal.
But immigration and customs enforcement, also omu dijuma, and if you happen to find yourself in their hands,
Yep. So for this, the worker, the newly sworn in fraudulent day one, I was signing over 100 executive orders, with regards to the administration of Juma Odia and say, or believe it say there are about 11 million immigrants that are over the American system are undocumented. Into what promises say for the tenure of office now. This 11 million immigrants ultimately say by 4 years no be year but send it back home 4 million, which will be the largest mass deportation in the history of the United States. In the upper end, the first thing I say also the Department of Homeland Security for among the equipment and stuff that is used for their stuff. So as the ICE, they are the legally mandated institution removal. They don't just come for you and I say no public rates and I say no, they have their targeted criminal. They have their targeted individuals that they are going against. They know them, they know the address. If you are their targeted and answer the federal court I issue for your removal, they would come for you. They would come for you in such a way that if you are living, they know your address. The letter not church in trust there's a deportation warrant on you, they should come for you. They will come for you directly. So these are some of the individuals now, even with money, even what the at the period I said we have sanctuary states. And these states are protected, these individuals are protected by the state. So they are not bound by federal removal. So that's about a removal order. But the state you found yourself in as a sanctuary law. So the sanctuary law protects you. It makes it difficult for the ICE to come for you for your removal.
So which states are we talking about? These sanctuary states are they are not bounded by the rules and as the federal government, Eddie Digman. Which are these states?
there are about 10 states that they have their federal sanctuary laws. The Massachusetts, where I found myself, New York, New Jersey, South Carolina, California, and the other ones, meaning I forgot them off it. Vermont, Ohio, New England, they have their sanctuary law. It is a federal church, I must say, yen deportable crana. Sometimes the state protects you, which makes it difficult for ICE to remove you. They remove you on the grounds and say you are a threat to their security. That is when they come for you crucial and they come out all force out. But they say minor issues. They can
Happy
part
FM
of the move.
98.9.
So as in the young can to say and the Wama I respond the authority and the powers to come for you. But these states some of them make the work a bit difficult for the eye because they claim their sanctuary law. So what they've done is that all these states are a sanctuary state. They are going for their governments. They are targeting their governments. Who are not the allegation and scandal for now show. Show then you go your laws on the immunity not the immigrants now on world states. So the eyes will come for you. So far, what they are doing is that they are starting with Omoba country illegally in the sense that for a war nasi and Omoba. They have no proof of entry point.
Happy FM.
Only any proof of entry point.
Just omo eba omanu mu a omo ntimi nkyere baby kote baby potia omo efa e di ro omanu mu no.
Exactly. These individuals, some of them gangs in other countries they see them as a threat for the state. So won't say they see you are ready about 500 people, and among these 500 people, 487 M13 gangs are out of Venezuela. Then they send them to the deportation camps. But when they started when you found yourself in the middle of the raid now, almost now before and by 2 or 3 hours now go back to your normal duty. But when they screen you, they realize that still as a unyama they send you to the deportation camp. But last week about say Friday morning, they exceeded their capacity. The deportation camps over 809%. So I'm sure one case less anyway now I release them back to the cities now. So now they are going for hardened criminals, and those are more community higher offenses like rape, shootings, driving offenses. Those are the people are gangs in other countries. These are the people that they are sending back to their countries and the deportation camps. Now we are hardened criminal, then closed. They are almost prison, almost close here. Former President Barack Obama close here. Now they've opened it up. Gitmo prisons not so that one is meant for the worst of the worst, as they describe it.
But according to data, out of the 11 million immigrants and other aliens now, Omo America no, data indicates that less than about 3% and other 4% and more criminal records. So it could have meant that and come back to me away and turn them quickly. Trump has within the 4 years and obey 11 million no free omanimu. And he also says that when they round you up and your case is minor as compared to some of the hardened criminals. Is it to say there is some level of amnesty one more they probably might have come to the US, not through the right route. And so you bet me a job. Just say, Bia, they don't have any criminal case via air border around them for the time being. And San Bia, when they round up one more they consider as a threat to their security, they will come back to you, Anna.
When you enter the state illegally, we don't have any point of entry. Now the conversation circles around, do you have I-94? The I-94 describes your point of entry and your history. When you don't have it now, then and therefore, it should say, one, you either jump the wall, you do share the cargo cars and all buy. People have a lot of different people who are some of the products are every the neighboring countries urban and bags, and then various ways of those things in the frown on it. They've seen it say you've broken into their territories. So they describe you as criminals. This less than 4% of the 11 million illegal aliens. We're talking about close to 1 million people. And see, the state is big.
98.9.
Excellent. And see, Omo in charge of this removal and sending back home I think the agency responsible for removal others and then sending people back and protecting their borders and eyes. They are about 8,000 to 6,000 to 8,000 personnel, and the state is about 3 million people and are dealing with 11 million people. And you join that form, sir. But there are many difficulties now. They want funds, even though help them to execute their exercise, but they are locked with funds. I'm pressure said Congress. Let me approve funds. They are more. They are each man. Indeed, Senna upon there. When you don't have any point of entry, one, and you are breaking your laws.
FM 98.9.
So there are two forms of the people normally describe you almost as illegal aliens. One, obi waha onya visa and or buy. Onya visa and or buy. What our state, stay in the state. These people, they describe them as out of status, and therefore it makes them illegal. There are others are more jump away. I've been boom kronana. No matter what I are seeing, they have a way to get in. Because when you check the website of the Department of Homeland Security, I are responsible for their protection. If more create hole, I'm create little hole in the metal now, a barricade between Mexico and US and I'm film. It means I want to that up from more boholes from one country to the other country. We'll feel more waivers. Those times, this will happen. When you are able to get to the border of Mexico, Tijuana. Sorry, we'll get you to the border of Mexico, Tijuana. Now, the first, when the border patrol team apprehend you now, then you are in the territory of the United States. You are in their custody. They have to protect you no matter what. Therefore, they don't send you back. They send you to their aliens camp and then to try to confine you into the system. But the amount of people now believe is the moment we get you onto the soil, I am protected. I'm not being sent you back. But Trump part one, on by that time now, the other saying, okay, taba, and I said, but now you get to the lander. Mamma no go back. Now, no, I don't know. But you see, and the moment they catch you now, now just saying what 10-15 minutes drive, then walk back. Then walk back. So now the ICE are responsible for the removal. It's not only them who is even doing the job, because soon they are dealing with about 11 million people, which is the population of a whole country.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Now the Department of Justice, DEA, Homeland Security, almost all the smaller agencies in and they've come up together and making sure that they'll carry out this project, the removal of illegal aliens. Trump had seen in the 10 of the first 4 years now. The last 4 years when over 4 million people, which is it's a doubt. Say they can carry out or it is possible, because some of the states are making their work very, 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 very difficult for them. Recently, I think 2 days ago, the California state, what they've done is that on one resource, their state attorneys with more money to defend these people against Trump removal.
How is the feeling like amongst the immigrant community, especially Africans? Who data be Ghana? We are looking up to somewhere around 3,238. Free America, Ghana, we have other African countries like Nigeria. How what are the conversations that one more have with regards to this particular executive order Trump Diaby?
Feeling here good.
Feeling here good.
Feeling here good in a sense that say yes, settle differences. This is the feeling to settle differences. Himself the maker. I have an issue with you. Now, some Salvia. By virtue of who I was with you, I work for you. Meaning your legal status now. I can easily tip off on you.
Oh, so people are snitching on each other?
The local black communities.
Say I'm funny. Say me no. Minimum status.
And what do you girl?
So enunti what do you say my body pain? Enti enunti. So who say I am?
We are settling this cost.
What about say blacks Nubiana report other blacks to the ICE say omonko pamwom.
Yeah, when you get to house 413, I think there are about 6 illegal immigrants that they've committed misdemeanor crimes or they've committed minor crimes. I mean, the judge has removal on them. You can get them. You tip off. They go through it and they pounce on the house and they raid it. They found it clear, not find any clear. Everyone say several. This is what the ICE website or Department of Homeland Security can say. ICE usually they reward $750, and now they are not gonna reward any tip-off anymore. They don't reward any tip-off anymore. They have their targeted people. OTP of Krana, but by the early days, people were trying to use this to settle their discourse. Say, no, I say, why then? What tip you off? So those are one of the things that are a bit challenging. But in the community, in the black community in the hold on.
Ni Okanta and out to Edin Komo all the way from the United States of America. We were say deportation in somewhere America Abruchimamo about 11. Some are even estimating as many as 14 million illegal migrants and more the United States of America within the next 4 years. American President Donald Trump said Obama dia already the American country of all of these aliens. Womo abaumanumu womo amfa kwampaso enomo kowura omanumu no. Now the focus is on one more woma di bone pen anaasɛ wɔn mu a wɔn firi wɔn kurom ɛba abɛhyia kɔ America abrokyima mu no na wɔn yɛ nkurɔfoɔ a yɛabɔ wɔn soboɔ sɛ wɔn di bɔne pɛn wɔn ɛna sisi ya no the immigration and customs enforcement adwuma ko a wɔn ɛhwɛ ɛde sɛ adwuma wei no wɔn ani ɛta wɔn papapapa ebio wo a wakɔ akɔtena ɛfa ne sɛ point of entry there ofa baabi ɛna ɛbɛba wura a wɔn anim na emom ɛbra yɛde ma awɔ sɛ bɔmmɔden anatena man no mu no watena ama naboro so nti wokɔkɔ gye visa nneɛma ɔsɛ ebi a afe baako anasɛ mfie mmienu akyiri ɛna wobɛtumi akɔ America mu na emom watena hɔ a ma nakɔ akɔpem bɛyɛ mfie no mu anaasɛ mfie nson ɛno nso ɛyɛ ade a immigration and customs ɛyɛ enforcement no wɔn ɛde wɔn ani ɛta wɔn paa ni sɛ wowɔ hɔ a na mebusa sɛ what is the communication anaasɛ relationship a ICE any other mɛfa ne sɛ embassies a wɔn nkurɔfoɔ binom yɛde wɔn ɛfiri America abrokyima mu ɛde akɔ wɔn nkuro no soɔ no how is the communication like between the American government and reps and other embassies of some of the other countries wɔn wɔ America with regards to the deportation no?
So the communication is, it goes beyond between country and the United States, and it goes beyond ICE. So it is the Department of the Homeland Security and the Department of Justice, and then the White House and the community having communication. So some of the countries proving to be very stubborn. So we will not accept these individuals. They are criminals. The criminalities were perpetrated in the state of in the United States, and therefore they were not perpetrated on my land. So I'm not gonna accept them. Sometimes in the plane do not land. The plane has to do a turn over back to the state. Na unimujafo sikenia or billionaire or president on Teshe. If some threaten you, it either gives you tariff or the monaco high. Example, the Colombian president or refuse to say when my flight land the air on the territory. Almost to say these some of the illegal aliens now we are criminal for Nyomo and Eba Nikrumo CDB. These people committed a crime on your land and not on my land. Some of them on my land. The emotional working hand in hand, those that were committed on his land, over those that was not in his land on G-Omo. Then inform come back then this to serve in the United States. It's the only one of the hindrances ever they have to communicate with you and tell you that they are bringing this number of people to your land and therefore you have to give them access to landing on your territory, and then they bring the people. They send the first batch of Indians, over 800 of them, they were sent back to Indian. I call back, and recently in Colombia and in Venezuela, I agree to accept this number of illegal aliens now. They are returning back to the country. But so if I share all this deportation stuff now, these people from the neighboring countries now, Panama, Venezuela, Mexico, Colombia, they contribute like almost 50% of these people that are coming. See, those are the people now. They have started work with them. The omna bibrinana, konti unam krana. Sometimes we see the video say, see, oh, there's a raid, there's a this going on, there's a that going on. Say they are raiding Walmart, and then the overall we are parents and also we Kawakuma. That is not the real picture. That is not what is happening here. These people know what they are doing. They have a blueprint of work that they have to carry out. They have their targeted criminals that they are going after them. It is not a mass say, oh, say, yeah, but you be in your business is as usual. If you man who said there was a Hispanic pub B. And I realized that they have surrounded it. They were carrying out their operation. These were targeted people that they were going after. Not necessarily say to a room will say a day. by the virtue of the operation when you find yourself there and illegal and in the air, meaning your two for in your but as any
Happy
day
FM
and you overcome.
98.9.
Now, so nobody has an issue with you. This is the state of freedom. Nobody has an issue with you. You carry out your business as and when you have to go about it.
Sesi ano entia nya ne say the first batch of the over 3,000 Ghanaians no ye de omo eba Ghana ha ehun se nkan ne say
Government official communication by and that's from communication from New York City, where our consulate is. They only have about 156.
156
deport 156 people. They are gonna deport, almost send it back home. These 156 people, and yet Ubia or buy away out of status, I say out of state, and I had a name back.
Happy FM
Among
98.9.
these people, person idea for real. Why I agree for self-deportation. So on in the case, what can home? It a crime away or minus. So I say, Obi Woha, now we're yending flat that your massam na uncle yendi found criminality and a fraud in it, and that's gone beyond repairs. And then a federal court of Honorable Judge order for the removal from the state. This person is part. Obi Woha or club. And a 15-year-old girl. So no body knitting yaman Ujun say we 28, 29 and on Nikoye Yama. Abaye raping same. I have found him guilty. Is part of this 156 people.
Happy FM 98.9.
So these are the people they have them on list. But Ghanaians are out of status now. Now, who show we in Ukraine? The United States, the population over 3 million. Out of the over 300 million, you should the number of illegal out of status people are this mind blowing. It will take them years upon years to wipe out these people, more than decades. I mean, catch what once I tell a room, right? Inside you're wild, you're obedient. So I'll say, what you say? Now, I'm going to share. Why we are come, fair. And Kokomu Indiana, and the agrees and you settled down. Settle down on a catcher and say, me dear, maybe awesome. Now, on your room, no about for 10 years, none insurance, CNT, minimum, yeah. Now, my man, legal status, I'm say, hey, giant, okay, Bruni Peter are of free, obviously, I think Romania also. So it entails a lot. Obiwa, won't say, we can send you, baby, I okay. While the cover checking over. Banyamiadum, Sisia, non Bibia, normalize ya. Yensa, Idrich. So, just indeed.
Happy
This
FM
this one, so
98.9.
I say, we are saying to Yanko. It takes them, that's why we were saying that they know they are targeted people. Omabaha 20 years ago, Mabawo, Omatimi, Banana 18, or Falia for the mammy, no, I'm a Fali for Nippons, Fali for the uncle, and uncles are a very chain. So taking them out of the system, no, say they are out of status and there. It's going to be a long work, but individuals on my committee crime media, they are about a million. They are going for them. We share the history of the United States in classifier. The president of carry out the highest number of deportation. The send you statistics in data number who producer are from the Department of Homeland Security website now. It is President Barack Obama. He took out over
3 million.
Over 3 million.
Yeah.
Out of the over 3 million, 1.5 are criminals. So
Happy FM.
So we should the people now contribute to the good of the states now. They are out of status now. The Brinan the is about 3.8% of the 11 million. So and yet idea are you dear and the enemy say we whom be beer the also on yan say we whom be beer in be uncle. So if you usually find yourself at a Friday night dance party or power club, you gotta know that you have to stop those things, such as you don't have to go anymore because they have some of the targeted criminals, aliens in these places. When they come for them, they sweep all of you. Example,
98.9.
one of our friends who is a Ghanaian or a bouncer at a club in Texas. They went for raiding, and by the virtue of the status, ago he was out of status. So I'm ready and it didn't count. But you realize, say, on your body, yeah. So according to his office and approaching now, yes, detention center. I see which offering you beside the question. Mistakes have been now they yield to the questions that these officers ask when you know undi boni BI. You do not have to respond to them. You do not have to say anything to them. Even when they break into your house, they are breaking into your house for raiding. You do not have to respond to them. And see sorry. I have very special, like someone who I'm very close with. Attorney, a federal attorney. Some of the challenges I will take upon itself, say, or educate people on what to do and not what to do. Some of them say to say, what to say, and I say you realize that an ICE officer or DEA or Department of Justice and security marshals, they are after you, and then they apprehend you. They have you on this operation based on your Fifth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. And for Omonkasa.
So marinchu nyina enipa obo omo number se omo eba Ghana no ye hwe ni musa bebe no mba bedu
For that, I do not have any information with regards to the timing.
Okay.
On Barbedu, but we share your countries, your numbers, no. Your number no overwhelming at all costs. I mean, we fall below the targeted countries now. They have to send their individuals back. No? So your numbers in there, even though any idea is one of the information we realized and said there is a working force with the White House. Maybe a buying bet me are providing a flight.
Are you saying that Ghana Bina be provided flights to bring in one more and run a duo from America back to Ghana?
that's one of the conversation I have heard unofficial.
Okay.
With regards to say, because some of the countries they have agreed to provide their flight to repatriate these people back home. And treat criminal because these people come in the Air Force flight, and you know how the Air Force flight is, and this luxury flight over Timor, we're driving the long hours.
Ni ma wasi na no pese oje pene na no twitwe nkomo pa jofo ni di atiri ye bekoso bia no ye be san san ma ye chi bi na ye ne wadi ho nkomo